So hello everyone, it's your Beauty 87 here, and today we're gonna get into some disappointing makeup products. So as y'all know, I tried a lot of stuff, and recently I've tried like quite a few things that I thought kind of sucked. So I figured I'd make this video so you can see like what products I want to impress with, even though I feel like for the most part my face tells what I think about stuff, and I'm pretty vocal about what I think about stuff. But like one video in particular, and the majority of stuff in the video I didn't like, a lot of you didn't watch, so I figured I would like you know, show it here and then explain why I didn't necessarily like it. But anyway, let's get started, because one thing you haven't seen, even though I made a whole video about it and it just didn't upload, so I figured I'll go ahead and get started. If anybody's curious what's on my eyes, by the way, I have on the what's that palette? I have on the Friendcation palette by Desi and Katie with Dose of Colors, and then I have on what do you call it, and then I put on the Tan Lines palette just for my inner corner highlight. I mean the Skinny Dip palette from Jouer. I just use Tan Lines as my inner corner highlight. So anyway, let's get started. So in my drugstore get ready with me video that I made, I tried out this Puff Puff primer from e.l.f. and I have been wanting to try this for a really long time, and I was totally disappointed by it. It really just feels like you're rubbing a moisturizer on your face. I don't see how this is supposed to like prime or help. Maybe this would be good if you have dry skin, but like it just didn't really do anything for me. It didn't help with oil or anything like that. It just, I don't know, it was a total miss for me. I mean, it's a good price point if you want to try something hemp derived, but I just wouldn't recommend it as a primer. Maybe it's like a moisturizer or something, but unless you have, like I said, dry skin, this isn't gonna work for you. And I personally just thought it sucked. I usually like stuff from e.l.f., but that was just a miss for me. I guess I'll get the other e.l.f. thing out the way. This e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and somebody actually talked to me about this when I did the video comparing it to the Jacqueline Hill powder or whatever, to see if they would be dupes for each other. This powder makes my foundation darker. I think it's the color dark, and I get that, but it's like, you know, when I put it on, my foundation shouldn't get darker. So the fact that this made my foundation dark, and I tried it with like 2 other foundations other than one of the foundations that's gonna be in this video that I thought sucked, it just wasn't a good product. Not to mention, I didn't feel like I saw a whole bunch of shimmering when I did. It just looked like it was random glitter particles on my face, like I had did my eyeshadow like this, and then the glitter particles just fell on my cheeks. So I don't see how they see that as a glow, but you know, whatever. Again, I wouldn't recommend this product if you're my skin tone, because it's just gonna make whatever foundation you put on darker than it's supposed to be. It might work better in the summertime when you are a little darker, but like, don't try this in the wintertime if you are gonna try it, and wait till e.l.f. has like a 50% off sale to buy it. Don't just buy it at regular price, even though it only is $8, but at the kind of risk I feel it was for me to try it out and not look well, I don't think you should pay full price for this. And that's sad, because like I said, it's only $8, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so next I have some foundations. Now I actually have a few foundations, which I feel bad. I'm gonna start about the one that's the oldest. I reviewed it toward like December of last year, but it is the Smashbox Thin Studio Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. Now my shade is 4.25. It's dark with warm undertone. I usually wear 4.25, so I appreciated the fact that they didn't change like what the color was throughout the foundations. But the problem with this is if you have any texture on your skin like I do, it just shows it. So like, it looks nice in full coverage, it looks nice on camera, but in the real world, if you actually saw me in person with this on, you'd be like, oh my god, her skin is so textured. And it is. It's like the foundation isn't supposed to show you how textured my skin is. I understand with highlighters it does that, but like with the foundation, I wasn't appreciating that. So needless to say, I wouldn't recommend this for anybody with dry skin or anybody who has textured skin like myself. Like, just stay away from this. I saw I Love Saeed mix this in with the Pure foundation. I tried that as well, you know, the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie, and I still did not like it mixed with that. I was like, it was absolutely terrible. So I don't recommend this foundation. I heard Mel Thompson say the exact same things I said, but I was like, I had caught it at a really good deal, so I was like, I'll go ahead and try it for myself. But she was right, like the texture on this is terrible. So yeah. The next foundation I have is the Bite Beauty Change Maker Foundation. I have the shade D155. I have reviews on both the foundations I just showed you. If you want to check them out, I try to remember to leave them up above or at the end cards or something. But yeah, I don't like this foundation. And it's not to say that it's necessarily something wrong with the foundation. It's just when you try as many foundations as I have and have favorites and have like preferences that you like, the fact that this is just an average everyday foundation doesn't make it impressive to me, especially since it's like $40. This isn't worth $40 in my opinion. It's just an average foundation. Like, don't pay 40 bucks for this. Don't buy it. I don't know why it looks like I have something black over here. I guess it's just a shadow of my eyeliner. But like in the camera, I keep looking like, why does my eye look like that right here? Can y'all see it? Like when I turn like this, it just looks like I have like a dark shadow here. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, it's annoying me though, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up quick. For one time, I won't talk that long. But anyway, I don't like this foundation just because it's so basic for the price that they're charging. Like you're charging 40 bucks and it's just average. So don't waste your money on that. Plus, I didn't like the formula. And some people said it made their faces itch. Like I heard Mel Thompson and one other person said their faces itched when they tried it. And I'm like, I don't get why it did, because I didn't have that issue. Maybe it was the primer they used. I don't know, but it was making people's faces itch, and I was kind of nervous because I had already bought it, and then I saw Mel Thompson's video. But thank God it didn't make my face itch. But you know, that's another reason why you might not necessarily want to try it out. So if you want to really try it, just get a sample, I guess. But the last foundation I have to talk about, again, like I said, it was in the video with the the e.l.f. primer. Is the Milani Screen Queen foundation in the color 500 Natural Toffee. Now this oxidizes and turns darker on my skin. At first I thought it was just the powder because I used it with the e.l.f. powder in that video. So like I told you all, the majority of the stuff that was in that video you all didn't get to see, I didn't like anyway. So I figured I'd just reiterate here, so then that way you don't waste your time buying it if you didn't watch the video. But yeah, so I mean, the finish was nice and everything. I just don't like the fact that it got darker. And I asked one of my friends, the Yon Dawn on Instagram, what color she wore. And she was like, this, I think she said this was her summer shade or something like that. And the fact that this is her summer shade and it darkened on me to that extent, and we're not the same shade, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. So maybe if I found another shade, I would like it better. I mean, the foundation's okay itself. Again, to me, this foundation wasn't exceptional. I don't ever really get along with Milani foundations. That's why I really didn't plan on buying this, but I happened to see it at Walmart. So I just was like, well, I'll try to do a review on it to see how people feel. But apparently you all didn't care either because nobody watched the video. So this is just a waste of, I think, $12 or $13. But I guess I'll put it on my Macari and see if anybody else wants it. I just wasn't impressed with it. I might try it out one more time, like next week, just to see how I feel about it. But I wasn't really impressed, and I wouldn't recommend that you buy it. And if you do, like I said, please keep in mind you need to buy, I guess, a shade up from what you actually think you are, because this oxidizes badly. I tried to use a lighter foundation powder to make it work, and it still didn't work. So yeah. So another product I have now, I have mixed feelings about this product, but it's in here because I'm not a big fan of glittery highlighters. And then I don't like, I felt like the soft focus powder didn't really do that much for me, and I have other powders that work better. If you all haven't figured out, I'm talking about the Too Faced Turn Up the Light face palette. Obviously, I have the color Deep. Now, this palette, I only like one highlighter in it. I'm not really that fond of the, like I said, the soft focus powder. And the other highlighter I just felt like was way too glittery. Like this color Dazzle, it's way too glittery in my opinion. This soft focus powder I felt like didn't do that great a job compared to the Becca Be a Light palette. That palette does way better than this does, and that's usually on sale. And then this glow color is the only color I like, and I could use my Persona Cosmetics Del Mar highlighter and get the same exact color. And I think I said that in the video too, which is why I wasn't like super impressed with this product. But you know, otherwise it's okay. It's just, if you can catch it on sale, that's the only way I recommend you buy it and you really want to try it. But it's not anything to write home about, to the point where, you know, like I would recommend you to buy it. And like I said that in the video too, but most people watch that. So the last product I have is this Florence by Mills Zero Chill Face Mist. Now the only reason I don't like this is the smell. I don't like lavender smells or rose smells. That's why I got rid of the Huda Beauty setting spray, because I didn't like the smell of it. It had nothing to do with the product's performance. It performed just fine. It was just the smell. Same thing with this. I bought this based on Jackie to talk about how wonderful it was, and then I bought it because it looked like it would be a good dupe for the Fenty spray, and it is quite an excellent dupe for the Fenty spray. But it I just hate the smell of this. Like the Fenty one smells way better, but the ingredients in this are better. So if you're fine with the smell of rose and lavender lingering for a while, then you should be fine with this. But it lingers for like a good, I feel like 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes. And since I don't like the smell of it, I don't want to smell that on my face for half an hour. So that's why this is a disappointing product to me. the last but certainly not least, which I'm not surprised about at all, because this woman has 533 million scandals. Literally anything she touches becomes a scandal. So I feel like you should already know who I'm talking about. And of course it is Miss Jacqueline Hill herself. Always some type of damn scandal with this woman. So I had made a whole video about this, and I told you all in the other Jacqueline Hill video with the battle of the powders or whatever that I was going to do a video talking about this. I made the video. My phone has been trying to upload it since, like, I want to say Monday or Tuesday, and the video still hasn't uploaded, so I figured I'd just talk about it here and go along with my day, since apparently you're not supposed to see a video of me comparing the shadows and all that, because I did like an in-depth video of showing how these shadows are just like the Volt shadows, even though she lied and said it was like this palette, and it's not the same at all. I could tell as soon as I used this palette for the first time, because I did like 2 different eye looks just to try to get an idea of what I wanted to do with the palette when I was going to do an Instagram video really quick to just talking about it and comparing it to the old one. But as soon as I tried it, I knew the formula wasn't right. I knew it was wrong. It was like the thin, crappy formula that they used in the Volt palettes. And then sure enough, Jen Loves Reviews made a whole video about it, along with Karina Kaboom making a couple of videos about it, talking about how it wasn't the same and how the palette isn't vegan like I guess they were claiming it was. But it's like, since it's Morphe, I'm not surprised. They always got some kind of drama, some kind of crap going on. So I'm just like, So I did a video comparing that. Hopefully I will be able to upload it. I uploaded it to my like I said, it's been uploaded for like the last 4 or 5 days, and I'm hoping like it'll eventually get up. But if it doesn't, then you know, I'll try, and when it eventually goes up, I'll try to have it unlisted and put it in the description box down below so you can check it out if you want to. But this palette is trash. Don't believe what they're telling you. This palette is trash. I blended it out. I got pictures showing that it doesn't blend the same as the original one. I did a video comparing the Volts to this along with the original one. Like I said, it'll be down below. But anyway, this palette is crap. Do not buy it. It's absolute trash. Just stick to some dupes. Karen Harris made a dupe video comparing it to some other little 9-pan palettes by ColourPop, and they recently had a sale on them being like $9 a piece, so you could have just bought like 3 or 4 of those exact same ones, and it'd been the same price as this palette, and you actually got a good quality palette. So don't buy this. Or you could buy the certified one that has a palette really similar to this color, and I'm sure there's some couple of other ones or whatever. And Colorful Camille made a video why you don't need to buy it either. So I'm gonna leave those videos down below, as well as the Jen Love Reviews video down below, and the ones about Karina Kaboom in her opinion, because I actually like Karina Kaboom. That's the only drama channel I watch when it comes to like any kind of drama in the beauty community. So I definitely recommend you check her out. I feel like sometimes she does have biased opinions when it comes to certain people. So just take what she says with a grain of salt. She even says that in her videos herself, so just be mindful of that. But anyway, that completes this crappy or sorry, disappointing products video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you are diamonds. I tried not to be like super negative, but at the same time, I'm just kind of fed up and tired of her always coming out with crap and then lying to us and telling us one thing. Because, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention before this ends that she said that this formula was exactly the same as one in this palette. And like I just said, it wasn't. So again, she just caught herself up in another lie, and then she wonders why people don't take her seriously, or like they don't really buy from her anymore, and they're just kind of tired. That's why. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I said, remember, you all are diamonds. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, so it's Grace from the future. Oh yeah, by the way, if y'all didn't know, my name is Grace, OGLBD7, aka Grace. But anyway, I forgot to tell you all about the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealers with satin finish. First of all, I don't like the fact that they changed the shades on these. These are lighter than the original ones. And then I don't like the formula of these either. Like, I feel like it's thinner. They claim it's hydrating. I don't necessarily feel a lot of hydrating in it, but it's obviously more hydrating than the original ones. So I personally wouldn't recommend these. Not to mention, I don't like the coverage of these. I don't feel like they give as good a coverage compared to the ones I already own. So I would just say get the originals and skip on these. Now, if you have dry under eyes, then maybe you might like these a little bit better. And it's not that I don't have dry under eyes, but I feel like these didn't really do enough hydrating for it to make a difference. And then they didn't give me the coverage I needed for the dark circles I have beneath my eyes. So it's another disappointing product that I don't recommend. I don't care if it is affordable. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work.